Page had a certain flair for the dramatic that drove me and the rest of his teammates batty. Here's a real good example. Now it's 1942. Negro League World Series. Now it's my Kansas City Monarchs versus the Homestead Grays of Washington, D.C. Now we already won the first 2 games of this 7-game set. Now it's the 3rd game, and we already up 2-0, bottom of the 9th, ready to nail down this 3rd win. Sati Page is on the mound. He came in relief of Hilton Smith. Now, this is what y'all call a closer nowadays. We didn't really have him all the way back then. But on this day, we did. And it was Sati Page. So, 2 outs now, okay? Jared Benjamin comes in the batter's box. Now, Benjamin, he was a speedy little infielder that normally couldn't hit a lick, but he always was known for his mouth. Sati Page tosses up a rare meatball, and Benjamin smacks it off the right field wall, flies around the horn for an easy stand-up triple, and then there goes Jared Benjamin's mouth. Woo! Oh, Sati Page, Sati Page. That's about the worst pitch I ever seen you throw. I mean, what is wrong with you? Hey, coach, you better get Sati Page out of here. He about to blow this game, yeah. That's all Sati needed for a little motivation. He calls me over. Nancy, get over here. Hey, time out, Blue. Time. Sati, what you want with me? I want you to bring him in. I was the team captain. That's why they call me captain. And usually it was typically my job to turn around and get the guys right in their place. So I turn around and say, hey fellas, bring it in. There you go. I don't think you understand me. I want you to bring them all the way in, Nancy. All the way in. Sati, what the hell are you talking about? You know it always there's something going on if I drop a 4-letter word. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. You're going to bring everybody in, and then I'm going to walk the next 2 battles and face Josh Gibson. I got a trick for that Jared Benjamin over at 3rd base. Oh, come on, Satchel. Satchel! Let's not be foolishness now, huh? What are we doing here? Now, look, I don't mind when you play these games when we out there barnstorming or playing these farm teams, but this game is real. This is the World Series, huh? So look, why don't we just go and get this next guy out? And then we can just go on home, up 3-0. Easy. Satchel. Satchel had that look in his eye. Yeah. I hated it when Satchel had that look in his eye. So that's when I know there's nothing I can do. It's time for me to go on and get the manager involved. Hey, Frank! Come on out here. Give me 1 more minute, Blue. So Frank Duncan, our manager, took his normal stroll to the pitcher's mound. Okay, so Frank, wait till you hear this nonsense. Go ahead, Satchel. You tell him what you just told me. Hey, Captain. I already know what he gonna do. He got to walk everybody and then face Josh Gibson. That's exactly what he gonna do. Anytime I bring the defense in, I tell him that's some foolishness. Look at him. You see all these people there. They all came to see Satchel pitch to Josh. You better not blow this one. They took a slow stroll back. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The greatest manager I ever played for was about to comply with this nonsense happening right in the middle of the World Series. So now my hands was tied. There was nothing I could do. So I just said, hey, boy, bring it in. No, I mean all the way in. All the way. Come on. You too, rookie. I ain't got no time for your crap. Bring it in. There we was. All 7 of us kneeling round the pitcher's mound. I was pissed. So, Satchel walks the next two batters, and then into the batter's box walks the great Josh Gibson. The crowd stood on their feet. They were so excited. They were actually about to get every bit of their $1.10 worth of baseball today. You had the greatest hitter to swing a bat and the greatest pitcher in the World Series. Bottom of the ninth, the bases loaded and there ain't no defense. Satchel Paige started at him immediately. Hey, Josh, I didn't realize you were still in the lineup. How about that? Surprise, surprise, Satchel. Hey, you know Gibson, look like you done put on some weight. What's with the love handles around here now? Because you know, you and me, we athletes, and we supposed to keep our figure, you know what I mean? Let's just get this over with. I ain't got no time for your shit talking. Whoa! You hear that, fella? He saying, I ain't got no time for your shit. Well, you know what, Gibson? I ain't ready yet. Okay, now I'm ready. Hey, bitch. Don't give me no signs. I am about to give you 2 bean balls, belt high. Your hand's gonna be stinging after this one. He's talking to Biz Mackey, legendary catcher. Paige wound up his arm just like he always did, kicked his leg high in the air, and fired a pitch. Shoot! Couldn't have been no less than 106 miles an hour right at Mackey's mitt, and Gibson never even swung the bat. She-rack! Oh, God damn it! Saxon and broke my baby back. That's all right, man. Now, the way I figured, you got 4 fingers left, and all I need is 2 more pitches so you still come out on top. Here comes the next one. Shoot! Strike 2! Woo! Woo! Dog egg! Hey! Gibson, what's wrong with your bat? You done forgot how it worked. You know you got to sweeten the bat in order for it to work, right? What's going on with you, Gibson? I couldn't see them pictures, Pig. That's all right. My eyes about to be ready for this. Whoa, you hear that, boy? You're about to be ready for this one. All right. What y'all think I should do? Huh? Come on, speak up. Not you, Brookie. Don't nobody ask you nothing. Sit down and shut up. Look, forget, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to do. Now, Gibson, I got you down 0-2. So, in this league, I'm supposed to knock you back. But I ain't going to throw no smoke at your yoke. No, I'm about to throw a pea right at your knee. Start the battle! As much as I complained, Satchel Paige provided the greatest baseball I ever got a chance to see up close. Now, the crowd went crazy. The men started throwing their hats all on the field. We picked up Satchel and carried him off the field just like he was the champion. Josh Gibson, though, stay right there in the home plate, arguing with the umpire. Now, could you see any of them pitches? No. No, Josh, I couldn't see none of them. Then out there, you know that they were strikes. Well, because Biz never moved his glove. Hey, this one over, Josh. Let it go. Now, what makes this moment in baseball history so special is that Josh Gibson was the victim. Josh Gibson wasn't nobody's victim, you hear me? He was the greatest hitter in the history of this world, even still today. For years, he's the only somebody ever hit a ball clear out of Yankee Stadium, even though the newspapers continue to say nobody had ever done that. They tried to say in 1963 that Mickey Mantle was the first to do it. Y'all, 20 years later at least, huh? He hit every ball hard. Even his ground balls would scorch at me like balls of fire. Pow! Right? And he always hit it right on that sweet spot. I remember there was a little boy who had a broken back. He had one piece of each hand. And he took it to Josh. He wanted him to sign because he knew the bat had to be his. Josh said, "Boy, I don't want to hurt your feelings. That ain't my bat. See, I don't break bats. I wears them out." If you hit that ball right on that sweet spot every single time, you ain't never gonna break no bat. Huh? That's right. Now that's right. Somebody knows something about baseball. Yeah. Now, that brings me back to the baseball music. So there was that sound I told you about earlier where Babe Ruth hit that ball. And that was the greatest sound I ever heard in my life. 20 years I've spent trying to hear that sound again, and I never did. You know, it was I just figured that it was never gonna happen. I thought Babe Ruth, the only man God ever made that could make that sound with ball and bat. But I was wrong. Now, it's spring training here. I'm in the clubhouse getting dressed for a game against, guess who? The Homestead Braves. And then suddenly, I hear that sound. Pow! Sound that I heard before with Babe Ruth. First I thought my mom was playing tricks on me, you know, but then I kept hearing it again and again and again. I said, I gotta see this, so I ran out that clubhouse right to the top of the dugout steps. And I wasn't wearing nothing but my t-shirt and jock strap, so my bare bottom was hanging out for all to see. Frank Duncan didn't like that very much. Hey, Cap, why don't you go on back in that clubhouse and put some clothes on? You hear me? You look, you got some little children, they right there and they pointing at your raw ass and giggling. I don't want to be inappropriate to the children. So I grabbed the nearby catcher's mitt and used it to cover up my behind, which made the children giggle even more. But I wasn't going nowhere. I was going to sit right there and watch to see who this was making the sweetest sound in the world. Ooh. It was a big old country boy. Couldn't have been no more than 19 years old. Beautiful. That was Josh Gibson. Hitting that ball. I tell you, I thank the Lord that day for bringing me somebody that can make that sound for me one more time. Even if it was hitting them home runs against my own team. Broken heart, an early grave. See, when I die, I want it to be from natural causes, not from all this pain, bitterness, eating me up on the inside. See, I done noticed from my many years on this planet that no matter what goes on, there's always more good in this world than bad. And even the worst somebody you can find, even old Satan Taylor, mean as a snake, got some good in him somewhere if you look hard enough to find it. Huh? Yeah. I was on the Charlie Rose show one day. Y'all know Charlie? Yeah. Charlie had on Buck on his show. You remember that? And I said to him that all the wrong things in the world go away if everybody just loved and cared for each other. Huh? It's like a cure, right?
Yeah.
So there's this song I used to sing with the children. And y'all ain't children, but y'all ain't so grown you can't sing a song with old Buck, right? Okay? It's a real easy song to learn. Buck wouldn't tell you to do nothing hard, right? And it goes just like this. The greatest thing in all my life, loving you. That's the whole song right there, y'all. The greatest thing, let's hear it. In all my life, is loving you. Now I really gotta hear you now. The greatest thing, in all my life, is loving you. Now you gotta look at somebody you know. The greatest thing in all my life is loving you. Find somebody you don't know. The greatest thing in all my life is loving you. Make sure Sati does hear you now. The greatest thing in all my life is loving you.
I loved it.
I loved this. It was funny.
You know, everyone always loves Nancy, right? They always pay special attention to that whole story.
The whole Nancy section, it was really good. You know, it's funny.
Yeah, it was really great. I learned a lot about, history and Negro League.
So it's good for young people to get an idea of what it was before.
It's historically accurate, for one thing, and the fact that we learned so much about not only about the Negro Leagues in general, but about this one character.
It's just really endearing and fun, and just you just